Follow your passion, and the money will follow. It sounds inspiring, but it can also be a terrible financial advice. It sounds like the kind of advice you would expect from a successful person standing on a stage, telling you to believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams. But there is a problem for many people. Following your passion before building your financial foundation can be one of the fastest ways to remain broke. Imagine you're struggling financially. Your bills are overdue. You have responsibilities. Maybe you're supporting a family. You don't have savings, investments, or another source of income. Then someone tells you, quit that job you hate. Follow your passion. Do what you love, and everything will work out. What exactly is supposed to happen next? Will your landlord accept passion as rent? Will the electricity company accept your dream as payment? Will the supermarket give you food because you're finally doing what makes you happy? Of course not. And this isn't an attack on passion. It's an attack on bad financial sequencing, because passion can be meaningful. Passion can give you energy. Passion can give your life purpose. But passion by itself is not an economic model. The marketplace doesn't pay you simply because you love something. It pays you because you can create something people value. And that's where the popular advice begins to fall apart. Think about two people. One person absolutely loves photography. They spend years taking beautiful pictures, but nobody is willing to pay enough for their work. Another person doesn't consider photography their greatest passion, but they've learned commercial photography, branding, advertising, and how to create images that help businesses sell products. Who is more likely to make money? The second person. Not necessarily because they love photography more, but because they've connected their skill to a problem people are willing to pay them to solve. That's the difference between passion and market value. And here's something even more uncomfortable. People with little money often have the least room to experiment. When you're financially secure, you can spend 2 years building a business that doesn't make money. You can take a low-paying opportunity because you believe it will eventually lead somewhere. You can fail several times and try again. But when you're struggling to survive, every month without income has consequences. That's why telling someone with no financial foundation to simply follow their passion can be irresponsible. The wealthy can often afford to pursue passion as an experiment. The financially struggling person may need to pursue value first. And this is where the conversation becomes much more interesting, because you don't necessarily have to choose between money and passion. You have to understand the order in which they should be built. First, develop something valuable. Then create income from that value. Then build stability. Then create leverage. And eventually, that financial freedom can give you more room to pursue what you genuinely love. In other words, you don't always follow passion to find freedom. Sometimes you build freedom so you can finally afford to follow your passion. But if that's true, then we need to answer a much bigger question. What exactly makes a skill valuable enough for the marketplace to pay you for it? Because the moment you understand that, you'll realize that your passion isn't necessarily the problem. The problem is believing that passion automatically creates value. Here's where the uncomfortable truth gets even deeper. The marketplace doesn't care how passionate you are. It cares about the problem you can solve. You can spend 10,000 hours doing something you love, but if very few people need it, your passion may remain a hobby rather than becoming an income. That's not because your passion is worthless. It's because value and passion are two different things. Think about it. You may love singing, but loving to sing doesn't automatically make you a highly paid musician. You may love fitness, but loving exercise doesn't automatically make you a successful fitness business owner. You may love technology, but simply enjoying technology doesn't make a company willing to pay you a high salary. Something else has to happen. Your passion has to intersect with demand. And this is where many people get the equation backwards. They ask, what do I love doing? Then they spend years trying to convince the world to pay them for it. A better question is, what problems do people urgently want solved? And what valuable skill can I develop to solve them? That question changes everything, because money usually flows toward problems. If you can save someone time, make them money, reduce their risk, increase their status, improve their health, simplify their work, or solve an expensive problem, you have something the marketplace can recognize. The more important the problem, the fewer people capable of solving it, and the better your solution, the greater your potential value. This is why someone can earn more doing something they aren't particularly passionate about than someone doing what they absolutely love. The first person may simply possess a skill that is more valuable in the current market. And that's an important distinction. Income is not a direct measurement of how hard you work or how much you love what you do. It's heavily influenced by the value the marketplace places on the outcome you produce. A person can work 12 hours a day doing something that thousands of people can easily replace them in. Another person can work 4 hours solving a specialized problem that very few people understand. The second person may earn dramatically more. Does that mean the second person works harder? Not necessarily. It means their skill has greater economic leverage. And this is where you should challenge another popular belief. If you're good enough, eventually people will notice. Not always. The world is full of talented people nobody knows. Talent hidden from the marketplace has limited economic power. You need 3 things working together: skill, demand, visibility. Skill means you can actually produce a result. Demand means someone genuinely wants that result. Visibility means the people who need it can find you. Remove any one of these, and making money becomes much harder. You can have tremendous talent with no demand. You can have strong demand but no useful skill. You can have both skill and demand but remain invisible. The person who understands all 3 has an advantage. And here's where passion can become useful again. Suppose you love fitness. Instead of simply saying, "I want to be a fitness coach," you could ask, "What specific fitness problem can I become exceptionally good at solving?" Maybe it's helping busy professionals lose weight. Maybe it's helping older adults maintain strength. Maybe it's helping athletes improve performance. Now you've moved from passion to positioning. You've taken something you love and connected it to a specific problem. That's when passion begins to have economic potential. The same applies to almost anything. Don't just love cooking. Learn how to create food people will pay for. Don't just love writing. Learn how to write sales pages, books, scripts, or content that produces results. Don't just love technology. Learn how to use it to reduce costs, automate processes, or create new opportunities. The market doesn't reward what you enjoy. It rewards the results you can produce. And this leads to a powerful realization. You don't necessarily need to find your passion before you build your career. Sometimes competence creates passion. You become good at something. People begin appreciating your work. Your confidence grows. Your income grows. And eventually, something you once considered merely a skill becomes something you genuinely enjoy. So perhaps the question isn't, what am I passionate about? Perhaps the better question is, what can I become exceptionally valuable at? And can I build a life around it? Because once you understand that distinction, you can stop waiting for your dream career to magically appear and start deliberately building the skills, income, and leverage that can eventually give you the freedom to choose it. Now, let's make this practical. If you're currently broke, financially unstable, or struggling to create consistent income, what should you actually do? Should you completely abandon your passion? No, but you may need to change the order in which you pursue it. Because when you don't have financial stability, your first objective shouldn't always be finding your dream career. Sometimes your first objective is becoming economically useful. That means developing a skill that people already need and are willing to pay for. Think about the progression. Skill, income, stability, leverage, freedom. That's a very different path from passion, quit, hope, struggle, frustration. The first path gives you increasing options. The second can leave you with fewer. Suppose you want to become a filmmaker, but you currently have no money. You could spend years waiting for someone to discover your creative talent. Or you could learn video editing, storytelling, motion graphics, advertising, content strategy, and production. Suddenly, your passion has become connected to several valuable skills. You can edit videos for businesses. You can create advertisements. You can produce content for creators. You can build your own channel. you can eventually produce your own films. Now you're not simply following a passion, you're building an economic engine around it. And this is the part motivational advice often leaves out. Freedom usually comes after leverage, not before it. When you have no money, you have limited choices. When you have a valuable skill, you have more ways to earn. When you have consistent income, you have more stability. When you have savings and investments, you have more breathing room. When you build a business, audience, intellectual property, or other scalable assets, you create leverage. And when you have leverage, you can make decisions based on opportunity rather than desperation. That's when passion becomes much safer to pursue. So instead of asking yourself only, what do I love? Sit down and answer 5 questions. What am I naturally interested in? What am I already reasonably good at? What problems can I learn to solve? Which of those problems have strong demand? And which valuable skill connects my interests to that demand? That final question is where the money is. Because your goal isn't to force the world to pay you for what you love. Your goal is to become so useful that your passion and the marketplace can eventually meet. And you don't have to start with a perfect answer. Start with one valuable skill. Learn it, practice it, get feedback, solve small problems, help real people, get paid, then improve. This creates something extremely important. Proof. Proof that someone will actually exchange money for the value you create. And once you have proof, you can scale. You can raise your prices. You can improve your positioning. You can build an audience. You can start a business. You can create systems. You can reinvest your income into becoming even better. This is how an ordinary interest can gradually become an extraordinary opportunity. But there's another trap you need to avoid. Don't wait until you're passionate enough to begin. Sometimes passion comes after competence. You become good at something. People appreciate your work. You start seeing results. Your confidence increases. Your income increases. And suddenly, something that started as a practical skill becomes something you genuinely enjoy. That's why you shouldn't obsess over finding your one perfect calling. Build useful skills. Build relationships. Build reputation. Build income. Build leverage. Then give yourself room to discover what you truly want to do with all of it. Because the ultimate goal isn't to spend your entire life doing something you hate just because it pays. And it isn't to remain broke doing something you love just because it's your passion. The goal is to build enough value and financial freedom that you eventually have the power to choose. And that leads to the most important question of all. What if you could use money to finance your passion instead of expecting your passion to finance your life? Now we can finally answer the question that started this entire conversation. Should you follow your passion? Yes, but not necessarily the way you've been taught. The problem isn't passion. The problem is believing that passion should always come before economic value. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do for your dream is to build something that can finance it. Your job can finance your passion. Your business can finance your passion. Your valuable skills can finance your passion. Your investments can eventually finance your passion. And your audience can turn your passion into an asset. That's a completely different way of looking at the subject. Imagine someone whose dream is to become a filmmaker. They don't have to immediately quit everything and gamble their entire financial future on filmmaking. They could first develop skills that generate income within the industry. They could edit videos, write scripts, create advertisements, work with production companies, build an audience, learn marketing, save money, build relationships. Then, when they eventually produce their own film, they're not starting from zero. They have skills. They have experience. They have contacts. They have capital. They have an audience. They have leverage. Their passion now has a foundation underneath it. That's the difference between pursuing a dream recklessly and pursuing it strategically. And this is why follow your passion can be dangerous when it's treated as a complete financial strategy. It tells you where you want to go without explaining how you're going to survive the journey. A dream needs a vehicle. Passion tells you where you want to go. Skills help you move. Income gives you fuel. Relationships open doors. Leverage increases your options. And financial discipline keeps the vehicle running. Without those things, passion can become frustration. You start loving what you're doing, but hating your financial situation. Eventually, you may even begin blaming the world for not recognizing your talent. But the marketplace never promised to pay you simply because something matters deeply to you. You have to build the bridge between what you love and what people value. And that bridge is called economic value. So here's a better formula. Don't ask only, what am I passionate about? Ask, what am I passionate about? What am I good at? What problem can I solve? And who is willing to pay for the result? Where those four things intersect, something powerful can happen. Your passion becomes useful. Your skill becomes valuable. Your value becomes income. Your income creates freedom. And your freedom gives you the ability to pursue your passion on your own terms. That's a much more powerful definition of success. Because financial freedom isn't simply having money. It's having choices. The choice to leave a bad job. The choice to reject a terrible deal. The choice to spend more time with your family. The choice to build something meaningful. The choice to take a creative risk without wondering whether you'll have food next week. That's what money can ultimately buy you. Options. So don't let anyone convince you that you must choose between money and passion. And don't let motivational slogans convince you that passion alone will rescue you financially. Build the skill, create the value, earn the income, build the leverage, protect your financial foundation. Then take your passion as far as you want. Because sometimes the most courageous thing you can do for your dream isn't quitting your job to chase it. Sometimes it's spending the next few years becoming valuable enough to eventually have the freedom to pursue it without destroying your financial future. So the next time someone tells you, just follow your passion and the money will follow, don't reject the dream. Question the strategy. Ask, what does the market value? What problem can I solve? What skill can I develop? How can I create income? And most importantly, how can I use that income to buy myself the freedom to pursue what I truly love? Because passion is beautiful, but passion with no economic foundation can become a burden. Build the foundation first, then build the dream on top of it. That's not abandoning your passion. That's giving your passion a fighting chance.